Good afternoon and welcome back to Girded with Truth. We are entering into a brand new series called Times and Seasons. And today we're going to talk about the season of release. So, right now, God is operating in the earth and He's bringing each person in alignment with who He called them to be and what He has called them to do. And now God is saying, this is the season of release. Deuteronomy chapter 15 verses 1 to 3 says, at the end of every 7 years, thou shalt make a release. And this is the manner of the release. Every creditor that lendeth aught unto his neighbor shall release it. He shall not exact it of his neighbor or of his brother, because it is called the Lord's release. Of a foreigner thou mayest exact it again, but that which is thine with thy brother thine hand shall release. So God is saying, this is the year of release. This is the season of release. And He said, if you have anything owing unto you, if a brother or a neighbor or a friend comes and he owes you anything, you ought to release it. You ought to forgive him his debt. This is money, this is grievance, this is anything. God is saying to release it because it is the Lord's release. What really is the Lord's release? It is because God has said unto you, release it. And now that we are entering into the season of release, God is saying, whatever it is, don't hold it against your brother. Don't hold it against your neighbor. Just simply release it. He says, if a foreigner owes you something, after the time of release, it's up to you to pick it up again. But Jesus Christ has challenged us to live at a standard. That is what grace is for. So I am challenging you. Even if a foreigner owes you something, even though somebody you don't know may owe you something, forgive them it. Forgive them the debt. If they owe you money, if they have done something unto you and you have unforgiveness towards them, release it. Because guess what? What's new cannot come into your life if you hold on to what's old. God is trying to take you to another level. And in order to get there, you need to release this level. Deuteronomy chapter 15 verses 7 to 11 says, if there be among you a poor man of one of thy brethren within any of thy gates in thy land which the Lord thy God hath given thee, thou shalt not harden thine heart, nor shut thine hand from thy poor brother, but thou shalt open thine hand wide unto him, and shalt surely lend him sufficient for his need in that which he wanteth. Beware that there be not a thought in thy wicked heart, saying, the 7th year, the year of release is at hand, and thine eye be evil against thy poor brother, and thou givest him naught, and he cry unto the Lord against thee, and it be sin unto thee. Thou shalt surely give him, and thine heart shall not be grieved when thou givest unto him, because that for this thing the Lord thy God shall bless thee in all thy works, and in all that thou puttest thine hand unto. For the poor shall never cease out of the land. Therefore I command thee, saying, thou shalt open thine hand wide unto thy brother, to the poor, and to thy needy in the land. So God is saying, release the debts, but also release unto thy brothers, release unto the poor. So this is like giving charity. This is like, making sure everybody in your community is fed, everybody in your land is fed, everybody that you may come across that don't have sufficient, you give unto them, because as you level up, as you gain more from releasing what was, then you will have abundance. So God is saying, give Give with a cheerful heart, because He will bless you again. The answer to being blessed is to release. The answer to more is release, is giving, is just releasing. And this is the season of release. Luke chapter 19 verses 20 to 26 says, "And another came saying, Lord, behold, here is thy pound, which I have kept laid up in a napkin. For I fear thee, because thou art an austere man. Thou takest up that which laidest not down, and reapest that thou didst not sow. And he saith unto him, Out of thine own mouth will I judge thee, thou wicked servant. Thou knewest that I was an austere man, taking up that I laid not down, and reaping that I did not sow. Wherefore thou gavest not thou my money into the bank, that at my coming I might have required mine own with usury. And he said unto them that stood by, Take from him the pound, and give it unto him that hath 10 pounds. And they said unto him, Lord, he hath 10 pounds. For I say unto you, that unto every one which hath shall be given, and from him that hath not, even that he hath shall be taken away from him." So here, in this account, God gave 3 people talents. And when he gave 3 of them different amount of talents, they multiplied it. The first 2 multiplied it, and this last one, he received 1. And instead of multiplying it, he kept it wrapped in a napkin very safely and neatly for the Lord. And the Lord said, this is not what I wanted. I wanted you to release it. In order to get more, you need to release. So God is saying in this season, he wants to give us more, but we have to release. He said that he entreated it to him and expected him to make a profit with it. He didn't expect it to be the same way. He saw the Lord as a man who can reap somewhere he didn't even sow. But his perspective was off. He was seeing it as the master could do the work if he wanted. But he didn't see it as the master wanted him to activate his faith and bring increase. But God is saying today, he's going to do it for us, but we have a part to play. He's going to give us the more, but in order for us to get the more, we have to release it. So today, I'm challenging you, release it. This is a season of release, no matter what it is, be it a debt, be it a unforgiveness, be it something somebody do you, be it whatever it is, release it. Even if you are holding on to the familiar you, and God is calling you into unfamiliar you, release it. Whatever it is, don't be caught in the same place you were yesterday. Simply release it. God is calling you to more. He's calling you to greater. But first, you have to release it. That car you want will come, but you have to release the old. That house you want will come, but you have to release the old. That new you are waiting to see manifested will come, but you have to release those old ways. That new relationship you are trying to develop with God and with others will come, but you have to let go of how you see yourself. You have to let go of how you see others, because it cannot happen unless you release what's old. Come, let us level up together in God. Let us go further in our mission. Let us continue to increase and press on. But first, we have to release it. Times and seasons happen to us all, but this is the season of release. Let us go forth and release it. Thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful afternoon. Bye.